welcome back everybody to another MLB The Show 26 video here on the channel. Today, we get to discuss all of the content that came out, the pre-All-Star content, the content that just came out like 5 minutes ago, alongside last night's content, the draft content. We're gonna go over all of it, a little bit shorter than others, but some was really good and some was awful. So let's take a gander. We'll jump into all the stuff that just got released today first, and then we'll recap everything. So stay tuned, because we'll be back here tomorrow with the post All-Star game stuff. If not late tonight, we'll kind of see how things feel, how things go. But with all that being said, let's jump into what came out today and all the new stuff that we can just get from the multiplayer program. Alrighty, so as you see here, looks like this is it. The multiplayer program rewards. Ranked, you get a Cody Bellinger, 98 Cody Bellinger, or 98 Johan Duran. In the multiplayer program, the main big guy is one Paul Skeens. Multiplayer is 5 new players, 60k XP, 70 packs, and more spin the wheel stuff. Alongside this, the game hash day, and holy something that was. We'll talk about that. Draft content. Make sure you're grinding the map. That all this other stuff. And if we take a look at the calendar here, the next big thing here is going to be tonight's content alongside the roster update on Thursday. So we're kind of nearing the end of this, but let's start with the, I assume good, with the multiplayer program. So again, here we get this Andy Pages here, another all-star card. So we're working our way towards the bigger rewards. I don't know if they're going to extend it tonight for a couple more cards. I really have no earthly clue. They may, they might not. I don't think they will. For the most part, it's been stagnant. So it looks like it's going to be a little bit easier to get than we thought. But starting off with this new Paez here, 185, 94, 83. Good arm, defensively, pretty decent here. He's a 96. Again, we're talking about helping you get to that Alvarez. This will definitely help you achieve that goal for Jordan here. Packs, another headliner. A choose one from this. And then Travis Bonanza, 118, 101, 81, 74. Super utility guy, so really good to have on the bench. He'll play a very good second base. Speed is also pretty good here. Arm, a little bit too desired, but I think you can kind of hide it if you need to. A new bat, vintage wood. Another choice pat. And then Shang Bangaliers, 80, 81, 110, 115. Great pop time. Good arm. Might be sneaking in a catcher for a lot of people here as well. So, not too shabby for a free card. Also, 97. A ball in this pack. Another 5 bundle. Choose that you choose a deluxe pack. And then we get CJ Abrams, 100, 110, 96, 78. Defensively, probably not the best shortstop, but if you want to try him, good. Listen, I think his swing's pretty decent, so if you need to sneak it in there. The 125 clutch will play fine, but may not be like the most stellar of cards to use. Ball and pack, a premier pack here, and of course, the 98 Paul Skeens. Hit per 9, K per 9, look pretty good. 4-seam sinker, circle change, sweeper, slider as well. So, decent number of stuff here as well. He is totally free. 98 Paul Skeens, you're going to see him a lot. And then, of course, this new thing here, besides the subs, this rewind pack. So now we're up to season prior with these guys. So these guys will probably shoot way down in price. So you can collect probably both these guys as you go along here, alongside whatever you're feeling this way if you want those two guys as well. Probably going to get Kershaw because he's probably the last time you're going to see that Kershaw. And of course, the 50 bundle. Missions here as well. Bonus with Ks. You do it in the event, do it in ranked. Whatever floats your boat to get this. And it does look like All-Star Home Run Derby draft content will all be there if you're not grinding the Conquest. So that is that. Let's see here. Let's go to... let's take a look at the ranked multiplayer stuff. Let's take a look and see what there is to see there. Because again, we're talking about the new content here as well. I don't think any of this changed the Premier Pack. World Series rewards here at 98 Johan Duran. Max K versus right max clutch. Decently, pretty good card. Over 100. Sinker, 4-seam, knuckle curve, sweeper, circle change. He's going to have outlier on the sinker and 4-seam. They changed it from a splitter. That's interesting. But it's going to be a gross card. He might be a lot of people's choices. Cody, on the other hand, modern day Cody is something to behold. 90, 96, 85, 104, 90, reverse splits, good fielding, very good defensively, good arm, decent speed. I don't think he's going to be the popular choice. I think it's going to be Johan, but we'll definitely see. And of course, the rank 1000 gets you one of these golden dudes if you want to. And again, we talked about the multiplayer program, so enjoy all that. Now, let's talk about what came out last night. Because holy crap. Let's start with the, you know what? We'll start with the bad. Let's start with the bad. Because these are not good. This was your winner from the Home Run Derby. Let's talk about this. Max power, of course. 88 contact on the right, 99 versus left. They were talking about this on X or Twitter last night that these cards look horrible compared to what we got last year, where it was plus 100 on the offensive side and very low defense. This didn't seem like it fit that archetype really at all, and a lot of it, I think, comes down to, well, the fact that we have essentially archetypes, where I don't know if they're trying to be like, we want these cards to fit a better mold, or what. I have no worth. This doesn't feel like a 99 winner to me compared to what somebody posted the Jazz card, but a horrible Home Run Derby, and his card was juiced out the wazoo. Schwarber, who was the runner-up, 90, 100, powers basically the damn same. Can't feel, but he's a Schwarber card, you know. The Caminero card, I think, is the most egregious because it's like, I don't like 95, 115, 104, 115. Fantastic, I guess. It kind of just wills down here where it's just like they have the rounds and they just sort of plug and play. So 115 for about 90 contact. Okay. This is the card I picked with my first one when I did the Conquest to get the free pack. We'll show the program, but none of these cards really scream to me like, ooh, fun Home Run Derby cards. To me, they just feel like, well, we threw it together. I hope you like it, because the vision being like what it is here, as we just sort of go through the rest of them, it doesn't feel good. And the fact that like Jordan Walker is going to have 70 vision, so it's like, all right, use that contact mod, he'll be good. I have this suspicion, and it sort of started with captains, where it's like they build cards with the idea of them having particular mods used to make them better cards. So they're built with mods in mind and not built without the mods in mind, and just think, well, how do you want to make him better? Because argumentatively, when it comes to building cards in any other game with modifications or equipment, generally you're not trying, you might be fixing a weakness, but a lot of times you want to build on the card's strength. Now, ultimately, with him being 125 power, you're probably not going to give him much power. Same thing with that Schwarber card, plus P2, he's going to be max power. You'd probably go contact anyway. But the whole thing is when that vision is way down, he's not even a plus 5. You P5, 75 vision. I don't know if he's going to get to that green 80 with the mod, which is, to me, kind of disrespectful compared to what we have gotten with these cards. I mean, I don't think I've seen a Home Run Derby card champion this low since I've been playing it, 107k post. So I don't think people are necessarily jumping at the, chomping at the bit for these cards. That was the bad. However, let's talk about the good. I think this is what we're talking about here. Neat. This is what I picked, by the way. I had Junior Caminero, and all this stuff. Didn't work out for my favorite. Your boy lost all three. However, tonight, if you're like, ooh, who'd you pick to do this? Well, your boy picked the AL to win, so we'll see how that turns out. Probably not looking too well for me, but hey, we'll see how this goes. But talking about the good, there is the Home Run Derby stuff. There's a voucher you can get with 7 of the cards, so I think all but 1, because 8 participants, so there's no real easy way to get them. I guess you can buy the lower rounds and just hope. Flip. But the good stuff, I think this draft stuff was phenomenal. This is funny to me. This is the red one. There's a red variant that's going for like 200 stubs. I wouldn't buy him. Here's my suggestion. All these cards are great, by the way, but I want to point out here the Angels, Jared Grindelier. He is a two-way player. If you watch the draft, they did talk about him pitching. He is a two-way guy. I've used him in Conquest a couple times. I like him, but I'm also a dirty Angel homer. So that card's kind of neat in my book. Just want to throw that out there. But I thought this content was great. Being able to grind. I'm going to tell you guys right now. Conquest. Grind the ever-living snot out of this map. I would say you could grind this one too, but this one gives you 3 draft players, and you can just flip them, and they're going for like 5K minimum, so you're getting a free 15K stubs every chance you get. This is what I did last year to really start pushing for stuff. So, and if you're sort of like, well, what are they going for? Well, let's just take a gander here. Like, I'm just going to pick a random card, 54K, 55K. Then the low round here. These guys are a little cheaper at like 11 and 10K. But look, you're going to make like base round. Let's just say like you get 3 base rounds. You're making, that was what, 5, a little over 5. That's a little over 10. You're making about 15, 16K stubs for about an hour-ish run. I think that's worth it. It beats grinding stuff like maybe Diamond Quest. Like the new Diamond Quest is horrid. But if you want to go back to like the older Diamond Quest, knock yourself out, do all that stuff. That's a really easy way to make stuff too. But I would say right now, while we're waiting, because there's no new event yet, just expired. I don't know when the new one's going to be. It might not be for a minute. So if you're not really going to be hitting ranked, I don't blame you. But that would be the best way to do it. Accrue some stubs along the way as you start doing it, and then getting ready for that new, bigger collection that's coming out in a couple weeks. So make sure you're doing that. Speaking of that, on the front, I just want to put this out there. I think people have noticed a lot of these. I have finished a lot more of these collections. Why? Because all these cards have plummeted, except for this one. This one is going to be the destiny. I am 1 away from Miguel Cabrera, so I bought the stupid St. Patrick's Day, so now it's just Easter, or I don't think it's going to be Easter. 122. I think I'm going to try to bite the bullet and finish up World Baseball Classic, so that'll be done. Then we can work on VMart, which shouldn't be too hard, and put ourselves in a very, very good position for whatever the next big collection is going to be in a couple weeks. So make sure you're doing that. When it comes to this stuff, you'll get a pack or something, which is good. You get a ball and a 5 bundle regardless. So hey, kudos to you on that front. If you're the winner, it's kind of fun. I think there's some good stuff to be here. A lot of grindable stuff. You'll get a bunch of packs, but make sure again, do the draft conquest. It'll get you a lot of stubs, at least 15K per run as the things go along. But yeah, draft content was great. Homer Derby content sucked. Looks like sort of like the growth of the All-Star content is going to be it. And we'll see what happens tonight. I am hoping it's not like last night. All right, well, that's all the stuff that came out today, basically post Thursday. So good stuff to be seen there as well. Again, I hope you guys are all taking the time to play. If you can, draft conquest is where it's going to be for right now. But we'll see again what happens tonight. Hopefully the AL wins. We'll get a nice little MVP card and more packs and another program that'll have even more cards. So again, we'll see if they extend the collection rewards. They might not. I'm assuming they're not. 44 is a lot, or they say, hey, let's make it a little bit easier. We'll see what happens. With all that being said, my name is Specs, and I'll see you all in the next one.